Guys, on the bench today I have a Marantz 2275. This is another Marantz from a local guy here. This is a friend of mine and he just bought this and apparently this is working fully. He just wants me to check it over and see what I could find, if there's any capacitors that needs to be changed, maybe check for bias. He doesn't know any history about this, so he just wants me to check it out. And also mentioned that the lamps that are green on there, he wants the blue lamp. So I told him that I would take a look at it through the dim bulb. I'm going to power this on. Okay. And the relay just clicked in, so we're using normal voltage on this. Everything seems to be working okay. Yeah, there is green lamps on here and he's not crazy about those, but okay, maybe we'll check if I have any voltage on this. Do we have any voltage on this? My main. It's less than 20 millivolts, so which is good. So we have good, no DC voltage on here. Everything seems to be working okay. The selector switch. This is the FM. Don't know how this sounds at all, so we'll maybe hook up some speakers through this and see. Here's the volume. Okay. Down.
To complain about what they said twice in one.
Okay, the left channel is operational, but it's very weak. Unless this is not set properly, just give me 2 seconds here. So FM. Yeah, I'll put in a frequency on here and then we can actually test it really good. I was kind of hoping that I wasn't going to find anything, but right now the left channel, but it could be only because it's dirty, right? I do notice the volume pot is not the original, which that sucks because I think he paid a lot of money for this. I'm going to give you 1,000 hertz on this and put this on auxiliary. There it is. And I am going to mute this though. Oh, my dim bulb lit up, but auxiliary, both channels are equal, so thank God. I think maybe the FM, I'm not sure, maybe we'll have to clean some of these pots, but I'll show you guys what this looks like. My volume, and I'll bring this down to 2 volts per division, and then you'll see actually both my channels are equal according to my scope. Okay, so if I do the balance here, there's the balance. I bring it up a little bit more so you guys can see, and there. Okay, so here's I've got the right channel on, and here comes the left channel coming up. This is right in the center, and the left. So the balance is working okay on the auxiliary. Seems to be working both channels, so I'm happy to hear that. Power this off, and we're going to open this up, and I'm going to see what I am going to find in here. Hopefully nothing. Okay. Okay, let's open this. guys, let's do this. There's a big rusty spot there. So that kind of means that somebody dropped something on here, and this would be right over the left power amp on this section here. Okay, well, it is what it is. And I'm going to bring you guys closer. They've changed the outputs on this side. It's probably the reason why when something was dropped on here, probably shorted the outputs, and they've changed them, but they didn't change these ones for matching, which is okay, but here, I'll bring you guys closer. And there it is. There's the Marantz 2275. Everybody's crying for this receiver, right? So this is the where liquid was dropped over on this section. This is obviously my heat sink, and this is the left side of the power amp. These output transistors here were changed, and this is what they've put in. 15024G. I'm gonna check you to the other side. These would be the original. Nothing was changed on this one. Here's my protected circuit right here. My relays here. My filter capacitors are right there. Check out the transformer. That's huge. And this is supposed to be pushing 75 watts per channel. The last two numbers are your wattage on this. But other than that, I don't see anything. I mean, there are some orange capacitors that probably will need to be changed. There's only one. I know I only see one, but and there's the other one here, and these are the 47 microfarad. So if there's only one, and we'll check the circuitry around here. He does want me to change these lamps in there, so he wants them blue, I guess. So this is the back of the Marantz. It's loaded and it's huge. It weighs a ton. And all these knobs, or these push switches here, all these knobs. The only thing that I found was too bad is this is not the original. This looks like a Pioneer knob. But I mean, you can probably get another knob somewhere. Have to pay an arm and a leg for a knob, but I will take this front plate off as well to clean this really nice. Alright, so I'll back you guys up. I'm going to set you up for power this off then, and I will put this. I'm hearing something loose in here. We'll take the bottom plate up. It's only this one here that I've got a hard time with. Awkward strap. Oop. Oh, this is garbage. patience. Okay. Yeah. So there are going to be some work that I'm going to have to do on this. This has been worked on before. I'll bring you guys closer. My photo stage here, I'll have to take a look at that. These two capacitors I'll have to check as well. There will be some capacitors under here where I'm going to have to take the front plate off. I'll probably have to test those. But well, I'll put some gloves on. Okay. These are my checking the voltage on my filter capacitor gives me a good idea if my power supply is working great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this back in. I'm going to power this on. The relay has clicked in, and I will try to get a ground somewhere, chassis ground. And these are my filter capacitors right here. Measure this. So this is 47 volts. The other one should be a minus 47. And they're both equal. Seems to be okay. I will check the schematic for this though, and see what kind of voltage I'm supposed to have around here. And so I know that my outputs, which is down here on the other side, should have 47 plus and minus 47 volts. Okay, so we'll kick you back down here, and I'll unplug this again. We'll flip this on the top part. So my first job is to take all of these out. I'm probably going to leave these there if I don't have to, but I am going to flip this down. Got these knobs, I'm going to come out. Those soaked. And I'm just going to loosen them up. Being careful not to touch. This is worth a lot of money. Give it a good cleaning. I'm anxious to get this out of there, to check this capacitor down there, and which I am going to do right now. This should just slide out. Oh, there is something I need to do first. Take these out first. There. And I might as well do the other one. There we go. And this comes right out. It's super. I love this. These quick connects right down there. So as soon as you take those out, you can remove this very easily. This one is a 47 at 16 volts. I assume this is still good. So I'm going to check this capacitor as well. There's only two capacitors on this. And these are the new output transistors that they've replaced on it. There you have it. Wide open. This is the capacitor right there. Yeah, it's still good. There's only one. Oh, there's another one here as well. This one, we'll check this one. This baby right here. Well, it's still testing good. It says it's good. Check the value of those though. That one. And let's check the value of this. So it's bang on at 47. This is a new one. It's not measuring as precise as this one. What do you guys think? I'm all set to put this back in. So this one was easy enough. Oh, I'm going to clean this out. This is where, on this side, it's the liquid is dropped on this side. Take this side out now. There are a few screws missing. Pull it right out. And we'll take this out of there. And this is the right side. And there it is. Check those two capacitors. There's one. It's a really good cap. It goes right up to the green. And I'll check this one here. That's also a good cap. I can always check their value with my multimeter. This multimeter is the cat's meow, man. So this should be a 10 microfarad. Sorry, 47. It's measuring at 48. The other one is a 10. Or is it a 10? Or what the hell is it? Sorry, it's a 1 microfarad. And that's what I'm measuring, guys. I'm measuring 1 microfarad. Look at that. It was perfect. So no sense changing those. They're just as good as what I could replace. And I'm not even going to bother. So we'll put this back. And yeah, the soldering, I should have kind of checked the soldering. Especially where these quick connects are on the bottom here. I'm checking them and they're, you know what, they're really good. Get some of that dust out of there. Okay, screw back in here. Okay, so those two boards are done. I am going to check, I don't know if you guys are still there. This is the protected circuit right here. So I'll take this out of there. I'll check this. I don't think there's any issues there, but I just want to check the health of the capacitors, if they're healthy or not. If they're healthy, I'm going to leave them in there. Here's one. That one there is good. And the other one in the block is this one. Yes, all those caps are good. So I am putting this back together. The soldering looks good. So I'm done up here. Let's check the bottom part of it. There is a circuit board. This one. Check this one. It's a really good cap. I'll check these two. Good. Yeah, that's good cap. Okay. And these are 47 microfarads, so we can actually test those on my multimeter. guys like. You can do that. 49 in circuit. And this other one is down here. This one is a 48. 48, so this one is good. And we'll check this one. Yeah, I'm testing 120 microfarad instead of this is 100. Okay, so I've changed the 100 microfarad capacitor. Okay, so I'm pretty okay with this. I'm going to dust it off though. So this capacitor here is not an axle. This is a through hole, they call it. But it's going to work the same as long as you have the right polarization. You know, you're good to go. So I've stretched the legs all the way up to where it's supposed to go. It's okay. In order to get to this board, I'm going to have to take these 4 pots out of there. So this way here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capacitors that I'll be able to check. And I'm going to do that right now, actually. Good. Good. I don't know, so okay, we'll just clean this out. Should be done with this. Notice there's a brown wire here that's disconnected. Like now, I'm not sure if I've done that when I was taking this board off, but it's very important that you guys check your wiring before you put this back in, because you never know, like moving these things around can snap very easily these 50-year-old wire here, eh? So it's so important that you guys check your work again. Okay, so we're good to put this back. Notice how dirty this is, especially when I clean these. It all leaked out, eh? All the stuff that was in there. And I'm afraid that these things were really in bad shape. But that's why we're going to give it a good cleaning. Okay, so notice that the brown wire here is loose, so I'll have to solder that back in, but I figured that I'd do it after. So I'm ready to put this back in there. Well, that's done. This is done. I flip this upside down. I want to get that wire before I forget it. Check if the relay needs a little bit of attention. And I don't know, it was working okay, but I just want to make sure that it does work 100%. It's pretty dirty, eh? I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll try to zoom you in. Notice how white this is here, and notice back here how dark it is. So these contacts need to be retouched, and I'm going to do that. Okay. Okay, so that's clean. I'll put this spring back on, hold it with one finger so it doesn't spring away, and then you'd never find it. Okay. Okay. Put this back in. So I'm thinking this is going to be okay. I want to take this out of there. Now let's check these lamps, see what I can find. This is the lamp rail down there. So if I unscrew this one, and this one, so this is what this is going to look like. I've got the 2 analog meter here changing to the blue position, which is, this is what the customer wants. He doesn't want the green, he wants the blue. So this is what this is going to look like. I've changed those 2. I put them back together. Now I'm going to tackle, I think there's 5 of them here, and I'll do those, and should be okay. So I think I'm gonna. Okay, I've checked all the capacitors, put everything back together. I actually put back the front plate back on with all these knobs. Everything seems to be working okay. I had a little bit of an issue with the FM analog strength and tuning, but I've noticed that there was a black wire, this black wire right here on the single tuning on the FM part of it was unhooked, and it seems to be working great now. Now the next part for this would be to check if I have DC voltage. I am going to check. My power supply is supposed to give me 35 DC voltage, and I am going to check that. I'll bring you guys maybe closer. I'm going to go directly onto the power supply, which is right here. This is the power supply here, and there is a trimmer pod that is right here. So if I didn't have 35 DC voltage, according to the schematic, printed it off. So the power supply should be 35 volt. Okay, I do have it powered on. Carefully, DC voltage, and I'm on standby for this. And I need to go to pin, let's see what pin I need. Pin 805, and there's my 35 volt, 35.6 actually. There it is, 35.6. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And so that's set. Remember, I've cleaned the relay as well. Relay was quite dirty. Okay, so my next step would be to check if I have any DC voltage. We may as well. We're right here, and I've already got the speakers hooked up to this. And there's my DC voltage. You guys see? There it is. There, I'll be checking the DC voltage right here. So let's see. I have, I'll do the millivolts. 2.7. That's really good. I have 28, which would be still acceptable, but I can bring this down probably to a normal. I'll change my probes here. We'll hook this up on here. This is the one that's set a little high, but it's still acceptable. It's at 29 millivolts. I can change this. Obviously, this is the left channel. Remember, we had an issue with the left channel. They've changed the output transistors on the left channel because we had a leakage here. So this would be the trimmer pod right down now. You guys can see that. Get you closer. And this is the trimmer pod here for the DC voltage. So let's check my multimeter. Going up, so I'll have to go the other way. There you go. I'll bring this down to, look at that, 3.2. This is millivolts, and this is for the left channel. And I've showed you the right channel. The right channel is okay. The right channel is below 10 as well. But we'll just recheck it. There it is, 2.1 millivolts. So I'm really satisfied with the DC voltage. That is working great. Now, I really want to check the left channel for the bias. Not sure if they checked it. Not sure. Once you've changed the output transistors, you guys know that I have to change. You know, look at that, I'm missing the screw there. I have to check the bias. So we are going to put that screw back. I'll power this off just to be on the safe side. Okay, I'll use the small screwdriver. Okay, so here is the schematic for this. And we're going to do the left channel because the left channel is the one that needs to be the most. And it's telling me here, this is for the left channel, I think. 703, I need to go to pin 703 and 704. And there's 703, that's the purple and the yellow. Yeah, the purple and the yellow. So let's try that. So one will go on the purple. The other one will go on the yellow. And I am going to power this on. And there is, you can see my multimeter. I'm supposed to be reading 10 millivolts on this. So 10 millivolts, I'm a far cry from 10 millivolts. But I'm going to let this warm up a little bit. This was turned off because I was frigging around a little bit, but we'll get it warmed up a little bit. And the trimmer pod, like I said, I needed to do the left channel J703 and 704. That's the purple and the yellow. So I'll flip this over like this. And of course this is the bottom for the left. And I need to adjust trimmer R742. The R742. This one was for the DC voltage. This one, 742, is for the bias on the left channel. And it doesn't seem like I'm going anywhere with this, so I'll try to move. I'm going to start moving this a little bit. We need 10 millivolts. There it is. We're approaching 10 millivolts. I'm at 10. I think I'll go to about 9 because this is still warming up, right? I just wanted to see if it was working. There we go. So it's at 10.4, 10.5. It's actually warming up now. I'll kick this back. 10.1, 10.2, I'm really happy with this. This has been going on for maybe 5 minutes. 10 millivolts. It also tells you that you can either adjust to 10 millivolts or 25 milliamp, whichever one. I'm always going to do the millivolt. It's a lot easier. The left channel seems to be okay at 10. Okay, you guys are okay with that. And 10.5, I'm just going to kick her back. Ten. 10.1. I think it's settling down. So we're going to move to the right channel. Okay, so I'm set to the right channel. Relay, click it in. There goes my multimeter. Adjusting. It's quite low as well. They were both the same. Interesting. We're going to move to the right channel here, which is the top one. Oop. It's showing me 1 point something. This is the trimmer pod right here, so we'll adjust this. Are you guys able to see? Yeah, sure. This is the trimmer pod here. We'll do bring this to 10 millivolts. 10.3. It's pretty cool. The right and the left channel are both set up to 10 millivolts. I am going to move this out of there. And I'm going to start putting this away. I'll do the bottom plate first, and I think it's working okay. And then once I put the bottom plate on, we'll try how many watts per channel I'm getting with this. And this is supposed to be a 75 watts per channel. Let's see what I'm getting. So this is powered off. This is so late. This thing died on me. I'll use this one. Bottom plate is back on. Ready to test this out. I've got my RMS hooked up 10 volts per division. We will do, I'll give you 1000 hertz and see if this is, there it is. So I'm going to mute this, give you an 8 ohm load, and let's see how many watts per channel I'm getting with this. Got distortion here, so I'll kick this back to 27, 26. .26 volts per division that I'm getting with this. And there it is, guys. There's your Marantz. I'll hook up to one of the speaker terminals so we can see actually how many watts per channel I'm getting with this. But I'll go to AC voltage. And here we go. There's my, oh, I moved you guys. Oh my goodness, it's rough on this. Okay, there's the nice blue lamps that I've changed, eh? Okay, volume pot. Check out my scope. 26 RMS, 2610 for the left channel. I get 2640 for the right channel. So it's pretty cool. There's a balance. The balance is okay. These knobs are a little scratchy still, but they'll come. Like this one here, I've seen a little bit of a... I'm going to need to work these a little bit more. I've sprayed them really good, but as you move them, this is all going to get better, right? Okay, there's that 26 RMS. Okay, I'm going to start kicking this back. She was working overtime there, and I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to test this high. I would if I couldn't have mute this. This is way too high, eh? But everything's working great. Under an 8 ohm load, I'm getting 26 RMS, so we'll add that up for you guys. Where is my auto machine? (26 times 26) divide that by 8. It's giving me 80 watts per channel, and I'm only rated at 75. So 80 watts per channel is over the limit of what this thing is supposed to be pushing. So we're doing great. Remember, when I first test this, I was only getting 72 watts per channel, but by setting the bias, everything seems to be working really smoothly, and the customer is going to be happy with this, I think, especially with the blue lamps. Buddy, Marantz has to have blue lamps, not green lamps, and he has them right here. Look at that. So now I'm ready to wrap this up, put the cover back on, and this is going back to the customer. He's been asking me a few times. He's really a pain in the butt, but I like the guy and he's a good buddy of mine, and you're going to get your Marantz back pretty soon. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.